High heat ovens demand, and I mean demand, your attention. Hi, Ellie here, and today we're going to talk about burning pizza and why I still can burn pizza quite easily, and I'll explain why, what skills you need to develop to prevent your pizza from burning, and how to manage your oven to ensure that you can lower the risks of burning your pizza. Let's do it. So here's what happened recently. I launched the pizza and it looked great. The base was crisping up nicely. But then, just for a moment, a second too long, I rotated it too late and boom, the crust on the flame side was black, completely charred. Meanwhile, the other side was pale and it needed a bit more cooking. And it only took seconds and I know better. But it goes to show that these ovens are unforgiving. You need to focus on it every single time. It only took a few seconds too long to burn it. Why does this happen? Most pizza ovens use gas or wood flames. They can reach up to 500 Celsius, which is about 950 degrees Fahrenheit, which is incredibly hot. They're designed for fast cooking. Neapolitan-style pizza cooks under 90 seconds. The difference between perfect and burnt is seconds. You don't just cook with heat. You're cooking with live fire, and flames are unpredictable. They move, they flare, they wrap around the pizza, the wind touches them and moves them into a different direction. They could move over your pizza, get very close to your crust or the toppings, and so the flame will always cook them first. The flame creates intense, uneven heat. It takes seconds for my pizza to go from perfect to
burnt.
And I've ruined more than one pizza this way. So why are flame-based ovens so tricky? Let's break it down. Flame-based pizza ovens are awesome, but they're a burning disaster waiting to happen. Firstly, the high heat. These ovens cook pizzas super quickly, super fast, in 90 seconds to 5 minutes, depending on what setting or how many flames or how big your flames are. And that speed is great for crispy crusts. But it means absolutely no room for error. And uneven heat flames create hot spots, especially near the fire and near the back of the oven. And the back of the oven can be way hotter than the front. So if you don't rotate your pizza, one side can burn faster than the other. And I learned this when my pizza got burnt really easily when I looked away for a few seconds. And I also put so much time into preparing that pizza with some expensive toppings at the time as well. So flame control is tough. Gas or wood fires fluctuate. The wind, the fuel quality, or even the oven can have high and low heat areas. So the design can also change the way the flame behaves in the oven. So this makes it hard to manage the oven and manage the flame and to keep your pizza in a consistent heat. Timing is everything in high heat ovens. You can't just place it in the oven and forget it. You need to watch pizza like a hawk, and it's easy to get distracted chatting with friends, family, people watching you as you're making your pizza, something you've forgotten to get before you start cooking your pizza, and that eventually will help you turn your pizza into a carbon disc. So how do you stop this from happening? We need to talk about skills. Skills to prevent burning in high heat ovens with a live flame. Your goal is to keep your pizza from burning and cook it consistently all around, top, bottom and sides. So firstly, you need to look at your temperature control. Learn where your oven's hotspots are. So you need to use an infrared thermometer to check where those are. That's important for the base of your pizza cook. And you need to aim for 430 Celsius, 806 Fahrenheit. I always get that wrong. Sorry, Fahrenheit. Most pizzas won't cook on the base if you use a temperature that is lower than that. If you find that your oven is too hot, let it cool slightly or lower the flame. And I always check my oven before I cook my pizza. I check the temperature of the stone. Next, you need to perfect your rotation technique, whether it's inside or outside the pizza oven. You will need to move quickly to get your pizza out of trouble very quickly. So use a pizza peel, a metal one or a turning peel, to move it around in the oven. The peel ensures that the base gets an even cook, and also the crusts and the toppings all get an even cook in the different heat areas of your pizza oven. Maneuvering your pizza around ensures that the heat exposure on your pizza is consistent. If you just leave it in one place, unless it's got a rotating table or you've got an electric oven that can cook your pizza all round, like the Ninja, you're gonna have to rotate it with a live flame. I've yet to use an oven where it's cooked without me having to rotate it. Not with a gas flame, not with a wood flame. It's never happened. I've always had to rotate the pizza, but electric ovens are different. But we're not talking about those today. We're talking about flame ovens. If you are too late with your rotations, your pizza will burn. And thirdly, monitor your flame behaviour. Watch how the flame moves in your oven. If it's too high, reduce the flame on the dial of a gas oven or just lower the amount of fuel in a wood-fired oven to get the flames down in size. So use smaller logs for a steadier heat. Fourth, prepare your pizza properly. Use thin dough, as thin as you can make it, and light toppings. Don't make the toppings too heavy. The heavier they are, the harder it is to rotate it quickly because it'll be falling off your peel. Light toppings cook faster and they are easier to maneuver in your oven and they cook more evenly. Don't put too much sauce on your pizza, that can slow down the cook. And the cheese, don't overdo it with the cheese either, that can also slow down the cook and possibly lead to undercooking in your pizza base, or may increase the risk of you burning your crust because you're waiting for your lots of toppings on your pizza to be done. I keep my toppings light now. Less is more. Always less is more. Stay focused. High heat ovens demand, and I mean demand your attention. No checking your phone or chatting away or getting engaged in a conversation. Keep your eyes on your pizza. These skills will ensure with practice that you save your pizza from burning. Here's what I do now to stop the burn most of the time, because I still do it. Very rarely though, very rarely. Okay, so these are the tips you need to prevent your pizza from burning most of the time. Ideally all of the time, but sometimes, just it happens. Keep your turning peel close. And what I mean by that, have it at hand. Have it there waiting for you just to grab it quickly. Don't leave it in your kitchen or leave it on the other side of your backyard or in your garden. So you've got to run to get it. And then by the time you've done that, your pizza's been cooking for about 10 to 20 more seconds. And as you know, I'm speaking from experience here. Set a mental timer. I'm personally not great at doing this, but try and count in your head 1, 2, rotate. I'm not good at doing it and I kind of guess, which isn't great. But if you can, try that technique. If you're not sure about your oven and you've just started off cooking pizza, then start off with smaller pizzas, start off on a lower temperature, start off cooking them for longer so that you can completely manage them without worrying. A smaller pizza on a lower temperature oven, cooking them for longer, and then as you get to know your oven, increase the size of your pizza, increase the heat in your oven, and by then you will have learnt to rotate your pizza and get it out of trouble because you'll have had more experience of using your oven by then. For example, it's better to cook it at 400 Celsius for 2 minutes than burn it at 500 Celsius in 60 seconds. And know your oven, get to know your oven, because all ovens are different. Watch it closely, see how it blasts from the heat source into the oven. If you're cooking for a pizza party, don't make your first cook at a pizza party. Trial your pizza out before that moment so that you get to know it before everybody's watching you get to know it. It's best to have a few goes, see how the oven cooks, learn from all the things that we've discussed before you do a pizza party. Even for the most experienced pizza cooks, I think a pizza party is very distracting and you will 100% need to focus. And if you're new to your pizza oven and new to cooking, that's going to be doubly so. So best to experiment with your dough, experiment with your oven, Do this well before you have your pizza party, and then you'll be good to go. And stay present. Once it's launched, stay there. Don't move. Your job is watching it and turning it, because burnt crust happen when your attention drifts, even for a moment. Let's go through that. Burning pizzas in high heat ovens with uneven flames is so easy to do, and fast cook times may catch you off guard. It's frustrating, but totally normal. High heat ovens come with a learning curve, even years in. Let me know in the comments, when's the last time you accidentally torched a crust? And what did you learn from it? If you found this video helpful, give it a like. And if you're new here, welcome. And don't forget to subscribe for more real talk about pizza cooking. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.